Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cover a topic, fractions. Fractions are going to be our topic. And we're going to talk about adding them, subtracting them, and multiplying and dividing them. So there's three different levels of this. I'm going to look at level 1, addition, sorry for the noise, / subtraction with like denominators. So recall that the top of the fraction is a numerator and the bottom is the denominator. So let's do an example here. (3/8) plus 1/8. So when you have the same denominator and you're adding two fractions, it's a very easy process. All you do is keep the denominator the same as it is before. So we keep it as 8 and just add the numerators, which 3 plus 1 is 4. Are we done? Not quite, because we can still simplify this. 4/8, this can be simplified to just 1/2. The reason is because 4/4 is 1 and 8/4 is 2, so we can just simplify it like that. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Let's do another example. 7/10 minus 4/10. We keep the denominator the same of the answer, and 7 minus 4, what's that going to be? It's going to be 3. Now, unlike 4 and 8, 3 and 10 don't share any common factors, so we can't simplify and just leave it like that. So it's pretty simple, right? It is, but only when they have the like denominators. What if it's a different denominator? Different denominator. Okay, this is a little bit more involved, a little bit more difficult, but it's still manageable. Let's say we have 1/4 plus 2/3. What do? What we want to do is look at the least common multiple of 4 and 3. And one of the ways you could do this is list out a couple multiples of 4 and list out a couple multiples of 3 and see where they meet. So let's do some multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, and there's more. Let's do some for 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Where do they meet? Well, you might notice both of them share the number 12. They both have the multiple of 12, and that's the lowest number they share. That 12 is what we want to turn the denominator into. So let's rewrite this with the denominator as 12. So in order to turn this denominator into 12, what do we have to multiply 4 by? The answer is 3. So we multiply the denominator by 3 to get 12. We also have to multiply the numerator. 1 is the numerator. 1 times 3 is just 3. Now for 2/3, we multiply 3 by 4 to get 12. So we have to multiply 2 by 4 as well, which is just 8. And now we've turned it into the first case we had over here. 3 plus 8 is just 11 and then we keep the denominator, 11/12. That's it. Another example here. 2/3 plus 4/9. So let's see some multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We already have it here, but we can rewrite it. And some multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27. But we already have the common thing. 9. They both share 9 in common. And we already have a 9 in the second fraction. So we just need to turn this first fraction to have a denominator of 9. So 3 by what makes 9? Well, 3 times 3 is 9, so I have to multiply 2 times 3 as well. And 2 times 3 is 6. So we just do 6 over 9 plus 4 over 9. And we got our answer, 10 over 9. Let's do one more with some subtraction here. 5/6 minus 1/2. So you might already see that we know that 6 is a multiple of 2, right? 2 times what makes 6? It's 3. So all we need to do is turn the second fraction to have a denominator of 6. Sorry, that's a minus sign. Well, 2 by 3 makes 6, so we multiply the numerator 1 by 3 as well and get 3/6. 5/6 minus 3/6 is just 2/6. We're not done yet because this can be further simplified. 2/6 is just the same thing as 1/3. This is because 2 and 6 both share a common factor of 2. So we get rid of that 2, we just get 1/3. So as you can see, when the denominators are different, it's a little bit more difficult process. It can take a slightly longer time, but it's not too bad overall, right? So the third one is multiplying and dividing fractions. This is actually quite easy. It's probably it's a very logical one. Let's say we have 1/2 times 2/3. It's very easy. Just multiply the numerators 1 and 2. That goes in the numerator, and multiply the denominators 2 and 3, and that goes in the denominator 2/6. But as we know, that simplifies to 1/3. That's it. It's super easy. Another one. Let's do 9 over 11 times 5/6. Now, I also want to teach a method of canceling out all you can. We know that 9 and 6 share a common factor of 3, right? So let's just get rid of that 3. We have to think to ourselves, 3 times what's going to get us 9, 3 times what's going to get us 6. Now, we can do this because the 9 and 6 are across from each other like this. The 6, we cancel out and replace with the 2, because 3 times 2 gets us 6. And similarly for the 9, we get a 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. Now we look at the new numbers. We have 3 times 5 is 15, and 11 times 2, 22. That's your answer. So let's do one with division. Division is similar, but there's an extra step. 5/6 divided by 1/2. For this, you want to remember skip, flip, multiply. We skip the first fraction, don't do anything to it. And we flip the second one. By flip, I mean we put the denominator where the numerator is and vice versa. So it becomes 2 over 1. And we multiply, we don't divide. So we change the sign. 5/6 times 2 over 1. And now we can just do it. Now you might also notice 2 and 6, they have a common factor of 2. We cancel out a 6 and put a 3 here because 2 times 3 is 6, and the 2 we get rid of and put a 1. So that gets 5 times 1 is 5, over 3 times 1 is 3. That's the answer, 5 over 3. One last example we're going to do with division over here. 7 over 10 times 2 over 5. And skip, flip, multiply. 7 over 10, skip, just keep it the same. Flip 2 over 5, so it becomes 5 over 2, and we multiply them. 5 and 10, they have a common factor of 5, so we get rid of the 5 and put a 1 here, because 5 times 1 is 5, and we put a 2 in the place of 10. So it becomes 7 times 1, 7, and 2 times 2, just 4. There it is, 7 over 4. Alright guys, so that's it for fractions, adding, subtracting, and multiplying them. It's not the most difficult process, but it can get a little bit messy sometimes when you have different denominators, so you just have to be careful about that. But that's it. So yeah, make sure to like this video, leave any comments you have down below, share this with people, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.